We have already seen what is water activity. So now let's look at some of the factors affecting water activity, because we know that even though two foods may have similar water content, their stability can differ. So what are those factors leading to different stability of food products with similar water content? I'll explain the factors with the help of cookies example itself. So let's get started. We have already seen that cookies are made of water, flour, salt, sugar, and butter. They all react with water to varying degrees. For instance, salt reacts almost instantaneously with water, whereas fat is not so enthusiastic about forming a bond with water. This means that type of solute and the concentration in which it is added to our cookies are crucial determinants of the amount of water bound by these molecules and the amount of water freely available for degradation reactions. So let's see how the type of solute and concentration have an impact on water activity. Water activity, as we all know, can be substituted with relative vapor pressure at constant temperatures and low pressure, as the error value is 1%. The relative vapor pressure is function of concentration of solute, which implies that water activity is also dependent on the concentration of solute. The relationship between relative vapor pressure and concentration of solute is given by a theory that we learned in our high school, that is called law of Raoult, which states under ideal conditions, partial pressure of each component in a mixture is given by mole fraction of that component in mixture multiplied by partial pressure of pure solvent at standard temperature and pressure. In other words, it means solvent-solvent interactions is equal to solvent-solute interactions under ideal conditions. Now, when we talk about our cookie system, there's a mismatch between these two values, that is solvent-solvent interactions is not equal to solvent-solute interactions. But why is this the case? Because there is deviation from ideal behavior. We know that cookies have various components that associate with water to varying degrees, because of which the water activity values differ. This explains why two food systems containing similar water content will have different product stabilities. Second important factor is your relative vapor pressure, which is function of temperature, meaning your water activity is also temperature dependent, and the temperature dependence of water activity can be explained using Cauchy-Clapeyron equation, which states the natural log of difference in partial pressure P2 and P1 is equal to H by R into difference in temperature T1 and T2. It's inversely proportional to temperature, where H is isotropic heat of sorption and R is universal gas constant. So this H, which is isotropic heat of sorption, is an important value that we need to know, because it gives us information about water binding ability of solutes present in our cookies system. If we know temperature and isotropic heat absorption, then we can calculate water activity using this Cauchy-Clapeyron equation. Third is physical state of water is very vital, especially in case of frozen food system. You will see that law of Raoult does not apply to frozen food system. But why is that so? If you look at frozen food system, we will know that relative vapor pressure is not function of composition of the product, but rather depends on temperature. So when we consider sub-freezing temperatures, any diffusion controlled reactions, catalyzed reactions cannot be accurately determined using the concept of relative vapor pressure, as it is not dependent on composition but on temperature. And if RVP is not a reliable indicator, then water activity cannot reliably cannot be used reliably to predict the stability of frozen food systems. Then you have moisture content. the relationship between moisture content and water activity is given by something called moisture sorption isotherm, which we will discuss later on in detail. And finally, pressure. Pressure as such does not have much impact on water activity. Thank you for staying with me through the video. In case you have any queries, please feel free to put them in the comment section and I'll get back at the earliest.